Hello everyone. 你好，我是蒋老师。Now we learn lesson 83. Solutions for not speaking Chinese correctly too. In last lesson, we summed up 4 reasons for not speaking Chinese correctly. And we solved 2. Now we are going to learn to solve the most difficult problem, which is called British Chinese. So, of course, we must learn the Chinese sentence structure because you want to learn to speak Chinese correctly. Okay, let's begin. Look, we have 2 parts, A and B. A is Chinese single sentence structure. 1, 2, 3. In this part, we have 3 structure. What are they? First, the main body of a Chinese sentence. They are subject and predicate and object. And in English, they have the same structure, so it's easy to understand. The main body is subject and predicate and object. And the second, the branches of Chinese sentence. They are attributive, adverbial, and complement. And the problem why you can't speak Chinese correctly, mainly because you don't know how to put attributive, adverbial, and complement. So these 3 elements are very important. Now, to solve the problem, we go to the third structure, the complete structure of Chinese sentence. First, we check the main body, subject, predicate, and object. Look, the subject, the mark is 2 double line, and this 1 predicate is 1 line, and object is VV line. And the attributive mark is this single parenthesis, and adverbial is middle parenthesis, and this complement mark is the book number. Okay, please remember the marks. Now, first, the main body, subject, predicate, and object. So, where are the branches element? This attributive, and another attributive. So you can see attributive before subject or before object. And this adverbial before the predicate or before the verb. Adverbial before verb. And sometimes the sentence has multi-level adverbial. So how to put so many adverbial? The order is you must according to its internal logic. First, time adverbial, then place adverbial, then others adverbial. Okay, now we check complement, a complement, and another complement. This follow the verb, and this follow the object. Or we say complement after verb or predicate or object. This the formula. This is the structure. Chinese structure. Later, when you speak Chinese, you can compare your sentence, your words with this structure, this whole structure, the main body of the sentence and the branches, parts, elements of the sentence. Okay? Now let's learn and understand the structure through examples. First, I sing a song.我 sing 唱 唱 song 歌 So 我唱歌 This sentence is a simple sentence only has the main body 我唱歌我 subject 唱 predicate and 歌 object. Very simple. Now the second. He tore the package open. He 他 tore 撕 the package 包裹包购物果 open 开可爱开 and the is a particle. So we say 他撕开了包裹 First we check the main body 他撕包裹 subject, predicate and object. And now we have one more branch element. 开 is complement. This mark complement. 开 open 开 Understand? We go on the third one. The book on the desk is mine. The book 书事物书 On the desk 在课桌上 On 在上自爱在是 on 上 Desk 课桌课之我桌 Is 是 Mine 我的书书 We can omit 书 So we say 在课桌上的书是我的在课桌上的书是我的书在课桌上的书是我的书 Now we check the main body. 书 subject 是 predicate. Another 书 object. And we check if there is or there are the branches elements. Yes, two attributive. This 在课桌上 moderate the subject 书我的 moderate 书 another 书 object 书 So in this sentence besides the main body we have two attributive. Okay, now we go on. The fourth. He drives carefully. He 他 drive 开车开可爱开车是车 carefully 小心小心 So we say 他小心地开车他小心地开车开 is a verb 开车 is drive but in Chinese is 开 and 车 verb and noun So we check the main body first 他 he subject 开 verb predicate and the 车 is object and we have an adverbial 小心it is before the verb Look at the verb before the verb. 小心 before 开. Okay, now the fifth. The wind blew the leaves off last night. The wind, 风 风 blew 吹是为吹 the leaves 树叶事物树一叶 off 落了我落 last night 昨晚自我昨午安晚 晚 is night 昨 is yesterday so we say 昨晚风把树叶吹落了昨晚风把树叶吹落了 The same way, check the main body of this sentence first. 风 subject, 吹 predicate, 树叶 object. And we check if we have another elements. Yes, 昨晚 is an adverbial. 落了 complement. Complement after verb or object here or after the object. And 昨晚 adverbial. It should be for verb. But sometimes the time adverbial you can put it in the beginning of the sentence. Here, this time adverbial 昨晚 is in the beginning. Okay, go on. The sixth. The wind blew the leaves of the peach trees everywhere last night. The wind 风 blew 吹 the leaves 叶子叶子一直 off 得 but here we omit the peach trees 桃树 tree 树事物树 peach 桃树桃 everywhere 到处都是到处事物处都是一是 So we say 昨晚风把桃树叶子吹得到处都是昨晚风把桃树叶子吹得到处都是 The same we check the main body first 风吹叶子昨晚 the time adverbial 桃树 attributive before the object and 到处都是 complement after verb or object here 到处都是 after tree okay and you can see these two sentences. This sentence is the extension of this one. Do you know the character, phrases, and sentences expanding or extension game? We usually play this game in our WeChat language exchange group. When you expand the sentence, of course, you add some new elements. That's, of course, a sentence structure game. It's very helpful. So, hope you play this game too. Okay, now we go on to this part. B, 得地得 I know many people they know 得地得 but they don't know what's the meaning, what's the function and how to use them. Now I show you. First, 得 is attributive mark, usually used before subject and object. The general structure of the is adjective, add noun or noun, add the, add noun. Why adjective? Add noun, because adjective itself has the, so the two is the same structure. For example, the scenery of Beijing is very beautiful. The scenery 风景 景 of the Beijing 北京 北京 is 是 here we omit very 很 beautiful 美 美 so we say 北京的风景很美北京的风景很美 First we check the main body 风景美风景 subject 美 predicted Here we have no object but we have attributive 北京的 and the adverbial 很 before predict attributive before subject 北京 noun and the and noun 北京 noun 的 noun 风景 okay and another She is a woman with cheerful disposition. She, 她 is 是 a 一个 woman 女子女子 with cheerful disposition 性格开朗的 cheerful 开朗的Disposition 性格 So the first the main body is 她是女子她 subject 是 predicate 女子 object and we have two attributive 一个 male word 性格开朗的 is adjective So this is adjective and noun, this structure. Okay, understand? Now we learn D. Adverbial mark, usually used in front of the predicate. Predict in Chinese usually verbal and adjective. And its general structure is adjective and the and verbal or adjective or adverbial and the and verbal or adjective. Now let's look at the example. She accepted the gift with pleasure. She 她 accepted 接受受 gift 礼物 with pleasure 愉快的 pleasure 愉快 So we say 她愉快地接受了礼物她愉快地接受了礼物 Same we check the main body first他接受礼物，他 subject 接受 predicate 礼物 object and we have adverbial before the verb 接受愉快 is an adjective so its structure is adjective add the at the verb 接受 Okay, another one. It is getting cold gradually. It 天 is getting cold 冷起来了。Cold 冷 冷起来 来 Gradually 渐渐的渐 地 So we say 天渐渐的冷起来了。天渐渐的冷起来了。So we check the body first. 天冷。天 subject 冷 predicate and we have adverbial 渐渐的 and we have complement 起来了。渐渐的 is an adverb. 冷 is adjective. So this structure is adverb, add the, adjective. Okay, understand? Now we go on to 的。的 is complement mark, generally used after the predicate. The general structure is verbal or adjective and 的 and adverb. Okay, now we look at the examples. First, they really had a good time. They 他们们 really 真had a good time 玩得痛快。玩 is play 得痛快痛快 So first we check the main body. 他们玩，他们 subject 玩 predicate and we have a complement 真痛快。Complement after the verb. 玩 is a verb. 得真痛快 adverb. So this structure is verb and 得 and adverb. Okay, another one. She is red and purple. She 她 is red 红和温红 and purple 紫发紫这一词 So the main body is 它红它 subject 红 predicate and 发紫 is the complement after the verb. 红 is adjective. So this 的 structure is adjective and 的 and adverb. Okay, that's all for today. Did you understand? If you still have something not clear, please go over or renew it. And hope you to play the character phrases sentence expanding game to help you to understand Chinese sentence structure to speak Chinese correctly. Okay? See you. 再